soul in, so you feel it. I ain't never faking, I'm the realest. Tupac in the imprisonment, claiming his innocence. Currently, I'm the greatest rapper in a sense. But any currency, I'm still guaranteed my wins. This is coming from within, I stuff for real, I don't pretend. When the OG spilling knowledge, bet it's best you soak it in. I'm a prophet to them scholars, got them chakras opening. Got them fixing up their octaves, now they truly focused in. I'm seeing 2020 visions. Daily manifesting on my premonitions. Best to keep it neutral, got my own religion. The brainwash, gotta make your own decision. My word is James Bond, I stay on the mission. Coming for the top position, ain't no competition, man. Pull up in the top, it's missing, the opposition ain't. All that lane switching, this is what the game is. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know. It's the young, incredible, honestly unforgettable. You a Joe like Chappelle show. This so perennial, do this for my millennials. I be murdering any flow. I just had to let you know.
Hey, everybody, it's the coach. You're tuned in to...
Okay, Coach, we are the so-called rock and roll capital of the world, Cleveland, Ohio, at First Energy Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Tonight, we've got a great Sunday night matchup between the Los Angeles Rams and the Cleveland Browns. First down throw for Mayfield. He'll get that complete to the tight end Harris. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
The throw over the middle taken in. And he'll be brought down. Oh, that's a face mask. Certainly looked like it. Indeed, here come the flags.
Defense.
So they'll take the yardage and tack on 15 more for the face mask.
Talk about a play that absolutely costs you in the end. Just trying to do your job, right? Trying to get him on the ground. Next thing you know, they march off another 15 against your squad.
And now it's 1st and 10. A big mistake, especially when you factor in the personal foul yardage. On first down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. Corey Littleton, Pro Bowler for the first time a season ago, in to make the tackle.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
Oh, able to avoid him. Give him 6 yards on the carry. It's going to be 3rd and 3 now.
Well, I think that's what they're going to need to do here in the first half. You've got to take some pressure off of this young quarterback, and no better way to do it than to establish the running game early.
3rd and short yardage. Mayfield completing it to the right side. Johnson. And down he goes, but the stiff arm utilized effectively there, and it helps him move the sticks. Nice job keeping that opening drive alive, and they're in plus territory, that part of the field where you really want to convert on 3rd down. They did.
Big-time pickup for them, and now I think the aggressive play callers think to themselves, this part of the field, I take my shot at the end zone, because the closer you get to the end zone, the field gets condensed. Makes it a lot tougher to run those routes. You still got a chance to actually run.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Duke Johnson, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And they are able to strike first here on their opening drive. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone. This one taken from the 7. A marker down. He does get it up past the 25. Will it hold? Let's see.
Face mask. Defense.
So that flag will cost him 15.
And it doesn't matter anymore how you get the face mask. Any part of it, that's going to be 15 yards.
The face mask moves him all the way out past the 40 now for first down. They run out of the shotgun with Gurley. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. And that sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to second down.
Nice play right there to stop him behind the line, but I want to see how this defense continues to play him here in the first half.
Yeah, we know. You know better than I. He has the ability to take over a game. So what do you do?
Yeah, I think you have to make sure that you bottle him in at varying levels. Because if you crowd everyone to the line of scrimmage, if he breaks through, there's nothing but room to run.
They go play action with Gurley. Now gone. Going to Woods, but that pass is intercepted. Picked off by the former first-round pick, Demarius Randall. 20, 10, and he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Browns defense has a touchdown. And this defense looking like they have come to play the pick six, and just like that, it's 13-0 early on.
Well, go back with me to our training camp visit. What do we hear during these drills? Pass. Ball's in the air.
And then my favorite.
Oski. That's the interception. That means everybody finds someone to block them legally, stay on your feet, and they get it done. Touchdown.
This one taken from the 7. And he'll get it up to about the 26-yard line just across the 25. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Already down 2 touchdowns here in the first half. This becomes a pretty important drive, doesn't it?
It certainly does, and a lot of teams script plays. We know that, right? They have a script to start the ball game, and typically those scripts go between 12 and 24, 25 plays.
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. Touchdown, L.A. Todd Gurley, his second touchdown on the season as his guys are on the board here in this first quarter.
Well, there's no doubt that this offense was in desperate need of a quick answer, and they got it. One play, and they're right back in this game.
Because you got the sense if they stalled out here and then another score on the other side to make it a 3-score game, could have gotten ugly. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. And now Cleveland geared up to take the field. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline. Because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot.
Odell Beckham Jr. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Odell Beckham, his second touchdown on the season. And the Browns are able to strike quickly for 6. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. Now, first quarter, and this lead is already getting into dangerous territory. They better be careful on the other sideline.
Yeah, it feels a little bit more like a basketball game where one team is pressing and that team can't get the ball over half court. I mean, it is stealing it and scoring it, layups, the whole deal. That's what it feels like right now. They are all over him.
Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here.
Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt? Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
Looking to throw again on second down. Goff. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
He's not exactly had a banner start to this game. We're still in the first quarter. He's already thrown an interception, and that should have been the second one.
Goff now looks to throw, and he'll go out of bounds, it looks like right at the 40. Just a 5-yard pickup, and it leads to 4th down. Now we see a man who got a workout in last year's Super Bowl, Johnny Hecker, on to punt for the Rams. Back deep, Jarvis Landry. And problems spreading to the punt team now. This one goes all the way into the end zone on the fly, so that'll come back to the 20. So here are the Browns to take over. They've won 2 straight, and they lead this one as well as they come up on 1st and 10. Mayfield going to lead the Browns up now, 1st and 10 at the 20. They go play action. Mayfield. And down he goes on the pressure from the Rams defense. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
Well, maybe that can give him a little bit of a pick-me-up, a little bit of a jolt. One of the few things that's gone right defensively.
Because other than that, it's really been a first half to forget. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Running from the gun, Johnson. And space opens a bit as he gets it across the 15 to the 17-yard line. Now that gets back some of what they needed, but they're still stuck here with a 3rd and 13. 3rd and long for Mayfield. Landry, agile footwork. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. It's the first time that they've looked his way tonight, and he comes up with a 1st down on the play. A pretty sizable deficit here in the first quarter. This defense probably need to get off the field in those situations on 3rd down.
And you and I both know in this huddle before that last 3rd down play, that's exactly what they talked about. Let's make the play. Let's get off the field. Let's reverse the momentum. Instead, they got hit with another 1st down, almost back to the drawing board.
Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
The Browns opted not to pick a running back with their first 2 selections at number 1 and 4 in the first round. But they circled back in the second round and got a really good one to Nick Chubb out of Georgia. Broke off a nice run there, and that's where he's good. Good vision, able to see where the hole is, and make nice gains each time he touches the ball.
Mayfield on 1st down. Pressure comes, and down goes Baker Mayfield. The defensive player of the year, Aaron Donald. And it'll be a 2nd and long. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing on 2nd and long. Mayfield. And he's got his man on the crossing route. That's Landry. A pretty wild first quarter. 21-7, our score. On to the second from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football. And they're driving, but they come up on a 3rd and short here. Now Mayfield. And that will be incomplete.
Not only was the call spot on, how about the execution of that defense right there? The zone was absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on 3rd down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. 3rd down, you got to try to find something. There's nothing available there for him.
Brandon Cooks and the rest of the offensive crew trotting back into place out there. You better believe that he's well aware he has 0 catches right now, and they're losing, so he's probably a little hungry.
And you know the guys on defense are aware as well, and they're really excited that he has no catches, but they're also worried because a lot of times that's like the ticking time bomb. The longer you hold him down, when he finally explodes, look out.
Yeah, no catches, though, so far in this game. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. The play fake to Gurley. Now gone. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Jannard Avery came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Well, someone's been up to the task so far in this game. They are already up a couple of scores, Brandon, and guess what? I think they're just going to pin their ears back now and get upfield and get after the quarterback.
Been such an impressive first half to get that lead. Now on second down, this is Gurley. And he'll find some room to get this up to about the 14. 8 yards there helps, but they're still stuck now. Third and long coming up. So it's third and long, and defensively not a real surprise. They're in the dime. A shotgun snap for Goff. That's caught left side. It's Higbee, the tight end. And they will stop him short. They get him to the ground at the 27. No first down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, the big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get it to that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Browns will take over, 1st and 10. There's Baker Mayfield as he and the Browns offense comes back out. And he's been good. 2 first-half touchdown passes, no interceptions so far.
Does a lot for your confidence. Does a great deal for your team. Gives them a lead, and they're feeling really good about how they're playing. I think he expects to throw at least another one.
I was going to say, now he wants the first-half hat trick, doesn't he?
Oh, without a doubt. Go ahead and fling him on the field, folks. He wants that type of celebration.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Regular.
Mayfield to throw it. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here. He throws it away. And now it's 3rd. So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves them staring up here at a 3rd and 8.
Real.
Let's go, D.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. He finds Beckham complete. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. A big play that time for Cleveland. 54 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use momentum to launch another one.
And they work this near the 5. He'll be stopped at the 6. A 14-yard gain there as they look to improve this 14-point lead. They'll run with Chubb, and he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland. Nick Chubb, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Browns are going to tack on to their advantage. Extra point by Seibert, up and good. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Jared Goff and the Rams headed back onto the field. In second quarter, they're down big already. He's struggling as well. They've got to find something here. He's got to find something on this drive.
And sometimes you take on all that extra pressure on yourself, and maybe you have to disperse it a little bit. Lean on some other people. Lean on your teammates. Find someone who can take the pressure.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Morgan Burnett. And he'll score. Touchdown, Browns. That pick 6 extending this lead even further. Boy, it's been a while since I've seen a team struggle this badly in the first half.
I think all they want to do is get to the locker room, try and regroup, and come out to start the third quarter. But if things don't improve fast then, I think the backups get a lot of play in the second half.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Getting set to go again here on offense, Jared Goff trots back onto the field. He and his team, they have had a rough go of it here in this first half. Maybe time for him to put his foot down here in the second quarter.
Put his foot down and become a little more accurate throwing the football. He's already thrown 2 interceptions. He's trying to find a way to equal things out. And instead of it going to the opponents, get it to his own receivers and find the end zone.
Yeah, you mentioned those 2 picks. No touchdown passes yet either. Throwing on second down. Goff. for the third time here in this half. It's intercepted. He's picked off just shy of midfield. And this one will be returned to right around the 38-yard line. Trying to get it to Woods. That's sort of a second quarter to forget for him. Now 2 picks in this frame.
Almost as if the first one that he threw, he couldn't shake, couldn't get it out of his head. He ends up throwing a second one as a result.
Compounds the mistake a little bit.
Yeah, you got to be able to forget, compartmentalize, whatever you want to call it, and move on. He hasn't been able to do so here in the second. The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
2 minutes remaining. In this first half of football.
Let's go, boys. Let's go.
Coming up at the half, a reminder, we go back to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman. He'll have a look back at our first half as well as a look ahead to what's coming up later this weekend. And they'll bring him down at the 13-yard line. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. I think you mentioned in the opening drive that these guys needed to establish the run, protect the young QB. Actually broke that down, believe it or not. So how would you assess things so far?
I'm kind of touched that you actually wrote something like that down. I appreciate that, partner. But I do think they've been able to do that. Maybe not as effectively as they wanted to, but I think we'll see more of as this game goes along because they want to continue to take care of that young QB.
A gain of just a yard, but it's a first down.
It's nice every now and then in this game not to see people overthink it. Just hand it to the old reliable guy. Let him pick up the first down.
On first down, they'll run with Chubb. And this play goes nowhere. Losing yardage back to the 15. The loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
I have zero rooting interest in either team in this game. I only want a good game. But with all the offense we've seen from them tonight, it's kind of nice to see the defense step up and make a big play.
Yeah, I was wondering if they were ever going to get him in the backfield. Nice to see him get a stop. So we've come to halftime after a very one-sided beginning to this. And we will skip the highlight show this week. Get right back to this. Week 3 matchup. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This one fielded at the 5. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. Jared Goff for the Rams headed back onto the field. And he's looking to take much better care of the football here in half 2 after 3 first-half interceptions.
We don't have to just look strictly at the numbers here. You know what else happens to a team when you turn it over 3 times like that? It erodes confidence in you. And it erodes confidence in the offense. And they have
Todd Gurley, wave goodbye. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards.
Boy, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral, also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They try to run on first down, but this defense says no dice. They stop him a couple yards behind the line of scrimmage.
Anytime you call an inside running play, you just know there should be a lot of congestion there. You're counting on your offensive line to take control of the line of scrimmage. That didn't happen in this case, and that play got bottled up.
He'll fire one end zone for Cooks, and he can't hang on. That's definitely going to be one he wishes he had back. Incomplete in the end zone.
Credit the secondary, credit the defensive game plan. They've been in his hip pocket all game long. They understood coming in that he was a big-time receiver.
Here's Goff. He's going to dump it off to Gurley. They'll get 10 there, but it leaves him just short for fourth down.
A short gain that doesn't get them the first down brings up a fourth down situation.
Really nice job defensively. They knew where the sticks were. They got the stop before it. And this is right down the middle as he puts it through. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. Zerline, of course, last year had likely the iconic field goal of the season, booting that 57-yarder in the Superdome to send his squad to the Super Bowl.
Yeah, you really hurt the Saints fans on that one, didn't you?
Let's go, boys. Bring it up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive.
Check the hot read.
Here's Nick Chubb as they try to fire up this run game. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole that closed there quickly at the end. They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
Third quarter and you've got the lead. You're not ready to go into that 4-minute offense to close the game out, but a running game can really benefit your team right now.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Mayfield hands it off to Chubb. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. 14 yards, and it's a Cleveland first down.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. They run again on first down, Chubb. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up 2nd down.
Looks like they're establishing a pretty good pattern here because they've been very heavy in the running game on the last 4 plays.
Yeah, you took the words right out of my mouth. So far, 4 plays in this drive, all 4 on the ground. They go with Chubb on 2nd down. Michael Brockers in on the stop.
And this is why aggressive defensive coordinators love to blitz. It wreaks havoc because they end up taking their attention to the blitzers, freed up the D lineman to make the play.
The Rams calling on their nickel set here defensively for 3rd down.
Check 43. Hey, alert 33.
And Mayfield just getting the play off. Over the middle to Beckham. And they just keep marching right along. First down on a pickup of 8 there.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
Rip right. Safe.
A toss play to Chubb. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a 6-yard loss on the play. And it'll make this a 2nd and long.
20. Point it right. That's the way.
Off the draw. Here's Johnson. Able to pick up a healthy chunk of yards, 7-yard gain, but a tough 3rd and 9 upcoming.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. To throw, Mayfield. This is Johnson. He's got it. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams' 20-yard line. And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
Let's go, fellas.
1 quarter remains here on a Sunday night. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports.
180. Check. Watch me before. I'm going to run you over.
A run for Nick Chubb. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. There to make the tackle, Samson Ebukam.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice game like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. On the stop was Aaron Donald.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
They'll run for it. Here's Chubb. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown. Nick Chubb, his second touchdown of the night as his guys continue to pour it on.
Well, this game is definitely over, but we do know some people like to go ahead and continue to add to their score, don't we?
Yeah, I don't know that they need to add any more right now, though. I'm just starting to think about those dinner plans tonight, my friend.
Well, you and I will be thinking about dinner plans, but we also know that plenty of people are thinking, how can I get some more scores for my fantasy, for other things? They're trying to figure that part out now.
By the way, last weekend we went sushi because that's what you wanted. We're going steak tonight.
I'm in.
All right. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game are so good and so skilled and hit from distances that we almost start to take them for granted. And we can't do that. That's a long field goal that they got 3 points out of. They've got to feel good about that, and they better make sure they love him up because he's helped them out.
Yeah, now we'll see if that offense can put 6 on the board here. We'll see. Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Now gone. Throw left side, complete to Cup. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. 11 yards there, first down. You know, you wonder how the Rams' game plan in Super Bowl 53 might have been different with a healthy Cooper Kupp. He was injured on November 11th, torn ACL, out for the year. But he was on his way to a 1,000-yard season in his second NFL campaign. Had 566 yards in 8 games before the injury. A gain of 6 there on first.
If he's their best threat on offense, use your number 1 cover guy on defense. It doesn't matter about size.
They have had him locked up. That just his first catch of the game. Big reason why they're down. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to bring up the 3rd down. The last completion actually lost a yard, so now they'll need to convert on 3rd down. To the air again. Gone. And that is incomplete. Another pass attempt, another incompletion. You figure defensively, you're in the 4th quarter here. You've held the team under 100 yards passing. You've done your job.
Especially in today's NFL, which is truly a pass-first league.
And this one hits at the 3 and then bounds into the end zone for a touchback. Odell Beckham now marching back onto the field. Seems like the measuring stick for a receiver for a great game is 100 yards. Well, he's well past that now.
And as we analyze how he's getting them, that's where it really becomes fun because, let's face it, they keep sending coverage at him, keep trying to put the pressure on, yet he finds ways downfield and finds openings. That's a really crafty receiver.
No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. The rush defense stout on 1st down. Here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. They run it again with Chubb. And he'll get only a couple up to the 22.
Bottom line, they want to keep this clock rolling, so they'll take that one right there. They just want to keep falling forward, and they won't put the onus on the big fellas up front in order to bring this one home.
58 to Mike. I got him.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And this is going to be incomplete.
Okay, I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe he didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
Yeah, 4th quarter. Maybe you do start to watch. Is the arm there, the leg's still there? This has been a tough game. And he was looking for the checkup bounce, didn't get it. That scoots all the way into the end zone now for a touchback. Here's the Los Angeles offense as they get set to take possession. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football.
Sense of urgency has to take over for them here. They know the score. They know the situation. And by the way, the punter.
And I think the ball's out. And this one's going to go out of bounds, so no recovery. But on 4th down, a change of possession anyway.
I don't know about you, but I could hear and feel the sigh of relief all the way up here in our booth.
That was palpable. The sideline, the friend there.
No doubt about it. Ball goes over the sideline, able to retain possession, no turnover. I know his coaches are screaming, just hang on to the ball, man.
And he'll get it out near the 40 to the 39. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So it's Rams football here as we get you reset. They're looking at second down now as they search for a consolation score. Delayed give, Goff to Gurley. The tackle made by T.J. Carey. Pretty good job defensively. Thought he was going to get it, but they knew where that marker was, and they stopped him just short of it.
What it does is emphasize that strategic football and situational football is not just played on the offensive side, is it? Defense understanding, as you noted, where the first down marker was and making sure they didn't get there.
This is caught. It's Cooks. And they're going to have another first down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 44-yard line. Offense for them has been at a premium. You wonder where plays like that have been all game long.
They're thinking the exact same thing themselves, but they're also looking forward now because now these plays are really for next week, trying to get some momentum going.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
Connection made here, Goff to Higbee. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. That catch good for 5. It's third down. The Rams on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This will be 3rd and 5. Goff now looking to throw. Man open, it's Kupp. He's got it. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. A really good pickup of 28 yards. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have.
And that is caught. Well, they're going to see this one to the end. They get a score, but pretty much an exercise in futility right now. Still down big.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Zerline connects on the extra point, and that will get them one closer. This will be fielded at the 8th. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line.
Here we go.
Heading out as the Cleveland offense now as they get set to take over here. And 3 timeouts remaining here defensively, but really not much reason to use them at this point as this one is all but over.
If they use the timeouts here, it's strictly for show. We got a plane to catch.
Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards.
Do my eyes deceive me, or is he getting stronger as this game moves along?
Burst seems just as good here in the 4th as it was way back in the 1st, doesn't it?
I do believe someone put a lot of time in the offseason and continues to condition during the season in order to continue to carry the ball at this rate.
A loss of a yard brings up second and 11 at the 41-yard line.
Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feeling they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Cleveland, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young season. And they'll hit the road next week to take on the Baltimore Ravens. Meanwhile, for Los Angeles, the early struggles continue as they'll sink to 0-3. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
S-T-R-O. Yeah. How many of y'all came to win? Oh, they asking my name, huh? You ready? S-T-R-O. I ain't come to play with you. Life challenging, but I wouldn't trade with you. It's early, I'm up. I can't spend the day with you. I'm out of my business. I ain't getting paid with you. I come up right. I ain't finna fade with you. Man, I gotta come clean like I'm made with you. I've been on my everybody drop when I drop. Look at shorty, she support, bruh. Lifting up, never not on my grind. New York City time, another brother better, you will never find. I've been in my bag like groceries. Competition shouldn't take shots, take notes, please. Reporting live from the winter side, ready to try. The different vibe, is you down the ride, never tired. You will never know, you ain't never tried. Work it out, hit the gym, hit the field. Hey, yo, I need that. Big chips, man, I need that. Hustle hard, on the job, you can see that. On my head is real good, we don't need your feedback. They clear the way with my crew coming through. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. What I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Now what I do? Lace up the shoes, chase W's. Yeah, beats, leave it in the street, case on the news.
What I do? Lace up my shoes, chase W's. Great color coops. Oh no, I can't be number 2. MVP the league most valuable. They sweet as apple juice. Talking trophies, I done grabbed a few. Can't match this attitude. I wear my heart on my sleeve, please. I move like the wind, can't catch this breeze, freeze. Stop you in your tracks. This